Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into company reports and try to find out if they are cooking the books or telling the truth. Today we're looking at Yum China Holdings Incorporated, a company operating restaurants in China, and their latest filing. So what is the big news from Yum China? Well, in plain English, they are telling us about an investor day they had on November 7th, 2025. They put out a press release to share the important stuff that happened there. The report itself is dated November 17th, 2025, and it mostly tells us that they are attaching this press release to the filing. Think of it like posting a summary of your company meeting to the regulator. This is the key exhibit, the press release. Now, usually these filings have a lot of juicy financial tables and numbers to dig into, but this specific report, the Form 8K, is more about announcing a specific event. So the actual detailed financial breakdown would likely be in other reports like a 10Q or 10K, where companies report their quarterly or annual financial results. This 8K simply informs us that Yum China held an investor day and is sharing highlights. For context, Yum China is a big player. They have their common stock trading on the New York Stock Exchange and the Stock Exchange of Hong Kong Limited. So they are a publicly traded company, which means they have to tell everyone important things happening with the business. This part is essentially a heads up to everyone that what they are sharing is meant to be publicly available information. That is why it is called Regulation FD disclosure. It ensures fair play in how companies share information with investors. Now, while this filing doesn't give us the deep financial numbers we usually analyze on Corporate Decoder, it does give us a clue about what kind of discussions might have happened at their investor day. Investor days are where companies give a more detailed look at their strategy, their performance, and their future plans to analysts and investors. So even without the numbers directly in this report, we can infer that they were likely discussing things like their restaurant growth, their menu innovations, their digital strategies, and how they plan to keep growing in the competitive Chinese market. Looking at Yum China's overall situation outside of this specific filing, we know they operate brands like KFC and Pizza Hut in China. This is a massive market for them, and they have been very successful in adapting these Western brands to local tastes and consumer habits. Their ability to navigate the complexities of the Chinese market, including local regulations and consumer preferences, is a huge part of their success. However, operating in China also comes with its own set of risks, which might have been topics of discussion at the investor day and are often detailed in their more comprehensive financial reports. These could include economic slowdowns in China, changes in consumer spending habits, fierce competition from both local and international players, and potential geopolitical risks that could impact business operations. The company also has to manage its supply chains and a vast workforce across many locations. Given that this is an 8K filed on November 17th, 2025, and it relates to an investor day that day, it suggests that the company was either making announcements or providing updates about its performance and outlook around that time. In a typical investor day presentation, a company might highlight increased sales in specific regions, or for particular brands, perhaps talk about successful new product launches, or share their outlook for future store openings. They might also discuss efforts to improve operational efficiency or leverage technology to enhance the customer experience. While this specific document doesn't offer crunchy financial data, let's think about what a company like Yum China would likely be emphasizing to its investors. They would probably be pointing to their strong brand recognition, their deep understanding of the Chinese consumer, and their continuous efforts to innovate. For example, they might have highlighted the success of their digital ordering platforms or their loyalty programs, which are crucial in today's market. The fact that they are even holding an investor day suggests confidence in their business momentum and a desire to communicate that vision effectively. From a Warren Buffett perspective, you'd want to see a company with enduring competitive advantages, a strong management team, and a clear understanding of its market. Yum China has certainly demonstrated the first two with its established presence and its localization strategies. The management team has shown an ability to adapt and grow in a dynamic environment. So the story here is less about a specific financial number revealed in this particular report, and more about the company's ongoing narrative of growth and adaptation in one of the world's largest consumer markets. In conclusion, Yum China Holdings Incorporated used this Form 8K filing to inform the public that they held an investor day and provided a press release with highlights. While we don't get the detailed financial breakdowns, here it points to ongoing strategic discussions and commitments to transparency with investors. The company's strength lies in its massive market presence and its ability to cater to local tastes, but it faces the usual challenges of a large international business operating in a competitive and evolving landscape. Alright, that is our quick decode of this Yum China filing. What are your thoughts on the company's strategy, and what does this Investor Day announcement tell you about their current focus? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights from the world of corporate finance. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of Corporate Decoder.